In 2015, the One Punch Man anime blew our minds, and last year it blew our minds a little bit less due to the staff and studio being entirely replaced. At OTAQUEST Connect, we interviewed the incredibly chill Shingo Natsume, director of the first season of the show. In our interview, we spoke about his career as an animator and director, including his work on the One Punch Man series. So to expand on that and celebrate his work, here's 5 things you need to know about the One Punch Man manga and anime. One Punch Man started out as a webcomic self-published by creator One on nitosha.net, initially just as practice, but since people were enjoying it, he just kept going. One of these fans was artist Yusuke Murata, who read the whole series in one night and immediately sent One a message asking to work together. At the time, Murata had an exclusive contract with Weekly Shonen Jump, which was neat, but it also meant he was restricted by the things he could work on. But to get a serialized version of One Punch Man out there, they needed to be able to apply for every magazine they could find. And so, after getting really sick and ending up in hospital, he made the final decision to break off from his contract to be able to work on something he actually enjoyed. It's kind of weird, One's art is famous for being incredibly rough and scribbly, but Murata's version is recognised for having some of the best illustrations in all of action manga. It's a total turnaround, and one that intimidated the anime's character designer Shikashi Kubota, who was hesitant about taking the job purely because he feared having to keep up with Murata. In the end, they had a kind of grading system, where Kubota would do designs and illustrations, and Murata would give notes and a kind of grade. In the end, his fears were misplaced though. Murata checked off on everything Kubota drew first time. If you know anything about art or animation, then you know the importance of reference materials. So sometimes you'll walk into an anime studio and someone's swinging around a sword and another's watching cat videos. But for One Punch Man, a series full of buff superheroes, they filled the Madhouse studio with photographs of scantily clad, incredibly buff bodybuilders flexing. Having that kind of reference material is valuable for learning the construction of muscular bodies, but it did get them strange looks, with people wondering what on earth they were working on. Shingo Natsume started out his career as an animator and to this day remains heavily involved in the animation process on his shows. On One Punch Man, he said he was very attuned to the balance between telling a story and having neat animated sequences. His instructions for storytelling would be clear and specific, but if they've nailed that, then the animators have the freedom to draw however they like. This trust and communication is at the core of Shingo Natsume's work. In 2014, he worked with Shinichiro Watanabe on directing Space Dandy with talented animators from across the industry, and through working together there, he invited them to help out on One Punch Man as well. So through making friends on Space Dandy, Natsume was able to help make One Punch Man shine as well. It seems like everything in animation is getting a potential live-action adaptation, and it's something we haven't exactly been optimistic about. This now includes a One Punch Man live-action film, which Variety reports will be written by the writers of Venom and produced by Marvel Studios founder Ari Arad for Sony Pictures. Anime and manga don't have the best track record when it comes to live-action adaptations, so even with superhero veterans on board, it's hard to say I'm excited. Thanks for watching OTAQUEST in Japan. Feel free to subscribe to find out more about the art and creation of Japanese pop culture.